Hello there everyone, I'm Ayola and welcome to my second video. Unfortunately it's gonna be a reaction video as well, like my first video. At first I thought it's gonna be a full gameplay Genshin channel, but I really want to talk about anime and I really don't know anything about editing. Like, let me cut this scene and add the video, and I can talk about them later, but I'm really a noob about these things, so I thought I can give a reaction to gguk's Fall 2021 Anime in Nutshell video, and that's why I can talk about anime that I want to talk. I hope so. I really like to watch the anime and all kind of things. All kind of anime except maybe mecha. I never tried to watch a mecha anime before. I only watched Code Geass and one more. There was a name Rika. Probably someone is gonna be find just from her name this anime. Let me know what was the anime's name. And it's really makes me feel boring to watch some two mechanic robots fighting with each other, just hitting them. I'm down. How I'm gonna? I need to get down and hit to him. It's a little bit boring to me to watch. Just like Ghibli animes. I shouldn't have said that before. Probably a lot of people gonna hate me now. But I just don't like the aesthetic design of Ghibli animes. They a little bit childish for me. Yes, animes for kids, but it's a little bit more childish. Okay, let me start to watch it. I guess there's a sponsor part first, so let me
Keeps is a subscription service that
let me just skip that part.
if one of those imaginary men sitting next to you has a full healthy head of hair, you better watch yourself, baby. See, the key to all this is prevention. If you're gonna start doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats every day, you better be doing it after you start taking keeps. So, what are you waiting for? Keep your hair today by clicking the link in the description or going to keeps.com/gguk for 50% off your first order.
Okay, I guess that's something I can use. Where's the description? Okay, there it is.
That's
I'm gonna look it, after.
keeps.com/gguk for 50% off. Thank you for Keeps sponsoring us today. Let's get on with the video. It's the fall season, which means 2021 is almost over and this is the last season of anime for the year. Now this year we've had some of the best seasons of anime in history. And summer. And we've made it just in time for Halloween too, so let's see if there's anything suitable for that for once. We've got Mushoku Tensei, nope. More 86, nope. Komi-san, yeah, that's a definite nope. Oh wait.
Actually, Komi-san has some scary moments, so it could be a nice Halloween anime. More than a...
Chan. All of a sudden, a girl is able to see monsters around her. Instead of running away, she tries to ignore them. Okay, this seems...
Yeah, she doesn't start to see them suddenly. It's been a long time. She starts seeing some ghosts, some spirits, and they look really scary. But it's a comedy anime, so you can watch it as a parody anime. It's really fun, and she thinks if the ghosts notice them, she can saw them. They can hurt her, so she does everything to yeah, that's my second video and I can still talk about anything. It's a little bit frustrating. Let's continue
It's
with
pretty
next
creepy.
anime.
Let's see how scary this is.
It's not scary at all. Okay, that was a nice one.
Yeah, I tap that. Blue Period. This is based on a highly acclaimed manga, and I can kind of see why. The first episode sets up a story that you
I
can tell
would
is
do
going to
that
cut
too.
deep and hit hard, whether you're into fine art or not. I think my favorite scene in this first episode is when we see the main character realize his love for art. He fumbles around with the colors, trying to paint his exact vision of Shibuya in the morning. He's desperate to get his image out on paper, but he gets frustrated that he lacks the skills to do so. You can see a fiery passion awaken inside of him. He's never cared about anything else before, but this is what he wants to do. He's truly discovered something new that he loves in life.
Ah,
And then the guy
that's
next to him just
cute.
goes,
Okay.
I'm this guy. I actually read the first volume of the manga
I like
ages
this
ago.
guy.
I stopped because I was like, yeah, this is going to get an anime adaptation. I'm going to wait for that. And all I can say is that if this is a faithful adaptation, this is going to be one of the shows to look out for. Because from what I've heard and from what I've read of the manga, it is pure art.
Nice one. Next anime, please.
Hi sir, sorry to bother you. I'm just working on the storyboards right now, and it's just something very basic to do with the main girl. We've got this scene coming up, and I just wanted to know how you wanted it to be framed. Pointed at her ass. Now, as much as I'm enjoying this, I'm getting very confused as to how the show wants me to feel. I get the vibe that this is meant to be a horror comedy. I like the concept, and it's certainly entertaining seeing a poor, innocent girl trying her best to ignore terrifying ghosts and monsters, but then on top of that, the entire thing seems hornier than a Genshin player looking up Ganyu fan art.
There is nothing hornier thing in the world than a Genshin player looking at a Ganyu fan art. Let's be honest. That's the top of the tier list. Top of a hornier people tier list.
Art, which
And I am that bored, by the way.
I guess shouldn't be surprising coming from the studio that gave us Men of Culture, the
Do we count as a anime or H anime? Okay, now
animation.
I
What really throws me
understand.
off is that the ghosts are genuinely unnerving. Like, the scary bits are actually scary. It has better horror than most horror anime. But then it cuts off to some called in 4K Unreal 5 high definition render of some girl's camel toe. Honestly though, I'm gonna keep watching
I kinda remember the music in the background.
because I do think it's the original take, and I think it's definitely enjoyable seeing her try to deal with all these different aberrations coming at her. Bang, 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 bang. Do you ever look back at the Cold War era space race and think to yourself, anyone else feel this is missing vampires? We are definitely not the Soviet Union competing with Off-Ran America to do good for their glorious nation by sending the first vampire into space. And I mean, this is certainly a unique concept, but I've said this before, but I'm just not a fan of vampires.
Say that again.
Like I was saying, I'm a big fan of any stories with vampires. Is this a cute Cinderella
That's the way, brother. That's the way.
with a top-tier pout face and a smug face to boot? Yo, 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 stop, stop, stop. Guys, 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 stop trying to claim her as your new waifu, okay? Stop. She's our waifu. I like this one.
Chizar. By the way, I don't know how the Russian soldiers make greetings, so sorry if there's an Russian. But we were there.
Yes, okay, it's because of the tsundere, alright? You got me. But like, how can I not? I mean, you know what tsunderes be like.
Who don't like tsunderes?
せっかく二人っきりの休日なのにお邪魔してごめん。
そんなんじゃ
She's such a good face.
さあ演奏会の始まりだ
Okay, in cinema there's the Cold War, and America and Russia tried to be the first country that sent to space the first first astronaut, and Russia tries to use the vampire to as a test object, and this is how vampire and astronaut meet each other. That's a really cute, heartwarming anime, but there is not a much romantic scenes, so it can't be a top tier anime.
演奏会の始まりだ
You know, when I hear about some new IP anime getting made that's meant to promote some upcoming mobile game, I was like, oh, wake me up when the real shit's coming out. But then you see a scene like this.
What? Is it come from a... Is it an adaptation of a mobile game? Okay.
And then you're just like, oh, okay, this is some main monitor shit. You know, I'd forgotten how hard Madhouse could go. With some help from Madhouse.
Even Genshin can't make it that kinda top tier animation for anime. They don't even make them for their own anime game.
Of course, but gorgeous animation aside, I just love the fucking designs and aesthetics of the show. With a Quiet Place-esque world filled with monsters attracted to music, superhumans fight back with abilities that use the power of classical music, set in the backdrop of America. It's such a mishmash of bizarre ideas, it just works. This is one of those shows that...
Yeah, there's really a nice color palette in cinema, but I have a problem with
Oh. Oh, okay, this is some main monitor shit. You know, I'd forgotten how hard worlds filled with monsters attracted to...
yeah, I have a problem about these monsters. They look so lame. Who played who plays a game like that kind of monsters in it contain that kind of lame monsters? It wouldn't even be fun to kill them. Let's be honest.
Music, superhumans fight back with abilities that use the power of classical music, set in the backdrop of America. It's such a mishmash of bizarre ideas, it just works. This is one of those shows that drags you in with the rule of cool, and I'm just a sucker for anything that uses music as one of the core aspects of the show. So I'm definitely excited to see where this one goes. Oh, hell yeah, man.
There's a nice floor, nice music, nice animation, but that's all, and a nice plot. But don't look at OP monsters you can fight.
With the rule of cool, and I'm just a sucker for anything that uses music as one of the core aspects of the show. So I'm definitely excited to see where this one goes. Oh, hell yeah, mecha fans be eating good this year. I mean, just look at this. Sunrise are finally going back to their roots. See, call me old-fashioned, but I like my mechs like I like my women.
Huh? Okay.
2D. What? God, it feels so long since we've seen just traditional 2D mechs from a new original mech IP coming from Sunrise. Even if here they've essentially just made Code Geass 00. Alright, I'm just being facetious. I mean, yes, you do have a Japan that's been conquered where citizens are all treated as subhuman. And it's all up to a single and probable young boy to save the nation. But remember, Code Geass starts off with them joining a resistance terrorist organization, but this is nothing like that. Look, they even say so. Okay, well, I know this looks bad, but we're not fighting or anything. Alright, well, that was just self-defense. We're not going out there blowing shit up. I'll just play the fucking Code Geass theme. You know when you get this feeling about a show that even if the general consensus is that it's not the standout show of the season, it might just be your standout show of the season? Well...
Okay, it's a different anime. I watched the first two, maybe 3 episodes of Sakugan, and it's kind of boring. There's a girl who wants to discover a new world, and there's his father. He doesn't want to let her go by herself, but then, yeah, he thinks, yeah, let's go together. And this is kind of a mecha anime, so it's not the interesting thing for me.
A show that even if the general consensus is that it's not the standout show of the season, it might just be your standout show of the season? Well, that's Sakugan for me. Sakugan is a massively underwatched show about a father-daughter ragtag duo on a grand adventure in the depths of a labyrinth world filled with kaiju, piloting a mecha to help a human civilization that's trapped underground. If this sounds kind of like Maiden Lagan with a side of decadence, you'd be absolutely right. But what really drew me in and what makes it stand out to me is the main duo. Sometimes you just see characters that instantly click. Their chemistry was an instant sell for me, and after a single episode...
Yeah, I believe that they could be a nice couple, duo. It's gonna be probably entertaining anime. It's just not for me.
I was already dangerously invested in their relationship. Fuck this season's best girl, we found best daughter. It was fun, it was charming, it was emotional, amplified by the bombastic OSC because my god does the music kick fucking ass. There are a few things that are rough around the edges, the CG looks jank, and the hype scenes aren't on the same masterclass level you'd find on something like a Trigger show. I can see why this didn't immediately stand out to the wider crowd, but I feel such a strong heart behind it. Out of everything I've watched, this one is the one that put the biggest smile on my face, and I know that if it's able to hit the marks I think it can hit, this is gonna be one of my favorites of this season. I don't know guys, I've just got a really good feeling about this one. Next line we have
Platoonment. I guess we are not gonna talk about it.
It's Isekai time. Mushoku Tensei continues.
Yes! Isekai is my first anime. Not first. I really like Isekai animes. It's my favorite genre. I can't even say. I like comedy as well, but not as Isekai. I really want to just die and reincarnate with my pawn and like that, and then I'm gonna collect myself a harem, and I'm gonna live forever and happy.
One of the most impressive productions for an Isekai anime TV series I've seen. Though if you're looking for something...
And that's the realist.
It's Isekai time. Mushoku Tensei...
If you want to see a realistically... realistically... Isekai... That's the one. Okay.
Seems to have one of the most impressive productions for an Isekai anime TV series I've seen. Though if you're looking for something in the same vein...
I'm gonna be a paladin actually. On my next D&D campaign, so it was a nice anime for me, but I'm gonna play out of against paladin, so yeah, it's a little bit boring kind of paladin. Lawful good anime paladins. So if you want to watch, this is the kindest paladin I ever seen. I want to watch him kill some soulless undeads. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the anime you are looking for. But there's a nice part in this anime that his parents are undead. So it's a nice detail.
The Faraway Paladin is a new show that seems to have the same thoughtful approach to the world building and characters without the horny. In a show I can best describe as if Dark Souls characters had a slice of life spin-off. Restaurant in Another World got another season? That's my notes. We've got some guy who opens up a drugstore in Another World. Spin-off. Restaurant in Another World.
Yeah, I don't even remember the restaurant to Another World season 1. Maybe I need to watch it again.
Another season? That's my notes. We've got some guy who opens up a drugstore in Another World in the most unique concept we've ever seen in an isekai since last season's drugstore. In Another World, there's an isekai starring a main character who is, and I quote, an ugly, revolting, dirty, smelly fat ass made by an animation studio called, I shit you not, Feel Children's Playground. To DDP 455 make a fucking isekai from the creators of Death Note, we got Platinum End, featuring incel Light Yagami taking part in some divine death game where the winner gets to become God, whatever that means. This looks like some edgy fun. Seems like it's gonna have the same kind of over-the-top, deep-thinking mind games we've seen in Death Note, except
Yeah, that's the thing. There is not this anime is not gonna contain any kind of high top tier mind plays. There's no elf, there's no light in this anime, so I don't know. I can say I like this anime as good as Death Note. It's not gonna be a top tier anime.
this time there's a cute kawaii angel who seems a bit
Yeah, we have cute angels, so that's the thing.
too trigger happy with the idea of murdering people. We don't know who the rest of the god candidates are yet, but I mean, they've already given us a glimpse of everyone we need to look out for, so you know what, I'm gonna get ahead of the curve. Let's put our detective hats on and see what we got to worry about. Alright, we've got a spiky-haired guy, a teenager, an adult, a child, a schoolgirl, a man. I have 3 words for you. John Wick Isekai. If you're getting bored with the usual epic game and nerd protagonist gets isekai and suddenly becomes a Sigma male, then let me introduce you to this. We've got the world's greatest assassin who dies and gets hired by an isekai goddess to reincarnate so he can assassinate the hero of the fantasy world. This has honestly got a really interesting take on the genre, and it's just so refreshing to see a main character who was actually a badass before he got isekai for once.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have finally got a nice anime protagonist. He's really cool. He was assassin before, so at least there's a meaning that we know. It's normal. It's a normal thing that he's gonna be a stronger in other world when he reincarnated, and he's gonna try to assassinate the hero of the hero of the hero of this world. So it's gonna be a cool story. I'm watching it right now, and he doesn't ever meet with the hero of the world, but he's collecting a waifu right now. But it's gonna be a cool anime, I guess. After a few episodes, maybe.
It's rare to see an isekai where the guy's life before is just as interesting as his life after he got reincarnated. And you know, for such a refreshing take on the usual isekai protagonist, I wonder what kind of genius came up with this. Oh.
I don't need to talk more than this. If you remember this name, you need to watch this anime.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Oh yeah, baby! Say goodbye to Sassy Baka and say hello to Cheeky Senpai.
They are really such a cute
Oh god, his
couple.
neck was split in half. And then
But there's a train scene in my head, and Asma ranking. I watch all episodes of this anime, but it's not for me.
there's Ranking of Kings. Now, I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I completely looked over this one because, well, it looks like a kid show, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna look like a kids show, and it is actually. Yeah, spoiler alert. This guy is the son of the king, and the king wants to be he's the next king, but there's such a thing that he's so weak. He can't even get stronger, so he can't talk, he can't speak, he can't do anything, so after the king dies, they don't let him be the next king, even if this was the last wishes of the king. So he goes to travel to get stronger, but they turned to assassinate him. It's gonna be it's a kid show, but there's a dark scenes as well.
Didn't enjoy the book by its cover, you know. I know, but shut up, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of the art style. The world is very Ghibli-esque, which is something that doesn't appeal much to me, so
Yeah, I had Ghibli animes as well. Like I said, I don't know if I said that, but I really get bored when I watching them. They look so old. I like old animes. I like Baki the Grappler. It might be the oldest anime that I watched before. Or first season of the JoJo. It's not that oldest actually, but yeah, I don't hate that. That's just they are old and they had bad animation, but it is for me. I don't look at the Ghibli animes and oh, I like that style, animation style or the plots. They make me bored when I watch.
an anime season where I barely have time to watch all the good shows, this shit matters. And I say this because in spite of all this, in spite of all my preconceptions, this to me was one of the most impressive anime this season. In a world where kings are ranked and their strengths inspire a nation, you have a weak, deaf and mute prince who aspires to be the world's greatest king in spite of all those in his kingdom doubting him. It's a simple tale that is propped up by great writing and some of the best storytelling you can find this season. I came in watching it to take off a box and I went out almost crying because of the backstory of this black fucking blob with eyes. I don't know what the fuck this is. I would say that a lot of this is because Studio West are just on fire right now, but I mean, like, when the fuck aren't they? I'm not sure if these fuckers are capable of missing because they've somehow given us yet another banger.
Yeah, Komi-san. One of the best girl in the seasons. Best wife in the season.
Word around the office is you got a fat cock.
As the veritable waifu
She has a communication disorder, so she is the best tsundere you can find.
flavor of the month, Komi-san was one of the most anticipated adaptations this season, and if you don't keep up with the manga scene, you may be thinking, alright, what's so special about this waifu that's got everyone up in arms? Well, you see,
Yeah, but there's a thing. The manga is so much better than an anime adaptation. Actually, this was always like that. For every anime adaptation. For all the animes were worse actually, for me.
Komi is afraid of social interaction.
I do that.
I put Komi-san in a category I like to call Discord profile picture manga. You know, the type of manga I swear to God is made to appeal to the type of people who still laugh at the number 69. So nice. So I gotta be completely honest. I came into this thinking, I'm better than this. As the self-proclaimed tsundere-loving shitlord I wasn't gonna be charmed by this girl. I mean, what you gonna do? Quietly exhale on me? You think I'm gonna fall for the waifu version of heavy-breathing cat? But god damn it, I can't, man. She's just too damn adorable.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only reason you need to watch this anime. You don't need anything more.
Had a fair share of socially awkward, #relatable introverts, am I right? Kind of shows, but this is the first time I've seen someone with crippling social anxiety. Not only that, but this is the best animation I've seen for a slice of life show outside of Kyoto Animation. I mean, some of these shots look straight up film quality. This is looking like it's going to be one of the most wholesome, feel-good shows of the year, because for real, knowing a lot of people with social anxiety, I'm really glad something like this exists. There are so many people out there who want to open up but don't have the courage or know how to do so. And even in this first episode, seeing just a glimpse of someone taking that first step, of trying to open up, just melted my heart immediately, and made me hope that someday I could help someone too take that first step.
Just don't do that.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to Keeps for sponsoring me today. And also, thank you very much to Alpha Sigma, Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerates, Elifol, Ivido, Jeff. You hopefully uploads furniture right now. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I've been gguk, and I'll see you all next time.
Okay, I guess that was all. Thank you for watching me with my broken English. And yeah, just thank you if you watched it all the video. That's really meant much to me. You can try to give advice maybe in the comments, and give us you can subscribe to me if you want. Thank you. See you in the next video.